So in the last 5 years, the topics of Kansas City have definitely increased when it comes to things such as sports, our city and the revitalization projects going on, including some of our amazing suburbs like Overland Park, which recently got ranked as #2 in the happiest city in America. So in today's video, I'm gonna specifically be talking about the lifestyle of living downtown Kansas City. I'm gonna be covering 8 different things that you're gonna want to hear about. So I'm going to be talking about things such as job markets and the accessibility and all of that. So stay tuned to the very end because I'm going to be covering a lot of things. So let's get to it. If we've never met before, my name is Anita Cordell and I make videos about all things Kansas City. I talk about where to eat, where to sleep, what to do with your family, where to hang out, all kinds of recreation, and I even talk about the weather here. I've lived here most of my life and I'm also a licensed real estate agent, and I help people just like you buy, sell, relocate, and invest right here in our amazing city. So let's get to this video where we talk about living and the lifestyle of downtown Kansas City. The first reason why I think you're absolutely going to love living downtown is because of the culture. What I mean by that is that there is so many different types of people that live down here. You've got young professionals who are really striving to work hard on their careers. You've also got young singles who really like nightlife or party scene. You've also got young people who aren't into that. Then you've got older generation like myself who just might not be necessarily into the party scene, but they are totally into the arts and just all of the diversity when it comes to things to do. One of the things that I did was I actually took a poll and I asked several people what they thought was the reason why people lived downtown. One of those reasons was they thought that people came down here because they wanted to only party. I'm just wanting to let you know that that is not the truth. There are so many different types of people, so many different reasons why people live downtown. The culture is so diverse and it's so amazing. You've got the jazz district, the art district, you've got the finance district, you've got the health district. There's all kinds of things that cause this to be something to consider. So for the first reason, I definitely want to mention the culture. The second reason why I think you are absolutely going to love living downtown Kansas City is the walkability. It is so easy to get around. There is so many things that you can just walk to, whether that's cafes or restaurants or even the grocery store. In fact, there's an apartment that is close to the Power and Light apartments, and there's a Costantina's right across the street or about a block away from there. There's also CVS and other kinds of stores, and so the walkability is fantastic. But the reality of it is if you didn't necessarily want to walk, but you didn't want to take your car, you can rent bikes, you can rent scooters, you can actually ride the KC streetcar, there's buses, and so there are people that actually will work outside of Kansas City. They'll come in, they'll pull their car into their garage, and they'll let their car be parked like the whole entire weekend. They won't even get their car out all weekend long. Then there's also some people who actually have moved downtown, they've sold their houses, they've moved downtown, and they've gotten rid of their car. And so when I talk about walkability, it truly is a place where you don't even have to have a vehicle. There's rideshare opportunities. And then if somebody wants to go outside of the Kansas City downtown area, they can Uber or take a taxi or whatever. So I'm telling you, this is a great place to live if you really want to have all things around you accessible and have some tools to get around if you need to and didn't want to ride your car. I'm sitting here in City Market Park ready to talk to you about the third reason why I think you will absolutely love living in downtown Kansas City, and that's because there's so much to do. So there's both outdoor and indoor activities that are downtown Kansas City. And I first want to talk about the outdoor activities. So first of all, there's KC Wheel, which is also downtown near the Crossroads, where they've got putt-putt, and it's a whole big project. It's called the Pinway Project, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later. There's also the Crossroads, and it's called the First Fridays at Crossroads, where the first Friday of every month, the businesses open up and you can go down and do some really cool shopping. You've also got Crown Center, where you can go outside and sit near the fountains and just hang out with your family and let your kids splash in the water. All kinds of fun things to do right around Crown Center. Also too, near Crown Center in this same location in the wintertime, you can actually go and ice skate. And we are called the soccer capital of America, and there's a reason why. Not only are we just loving soccer here, but if you know about the KC Current team, we just opened up CPKC, which is the first professional women's soccer stadium. And so you'll want to catch an outdoor soccer game there. You've also got the Power and Light District where you can go there and there's all kinds of food and places to do. Now let's talk about indoor activities in the Kansas City area. You've also got River Market, which is one of the areas where you can come in and eat and walk around, and it's where the River Market opens up on Saturdays. But when it comes to indoor activities at the River Market, you've got Steamboat Arabia, and you will not want to miss this museum. It's where a family here in Kansas City opened up a steamboat founded in the Missouri River, dug it all up, and it's a museum where you go and look at some of the artifacts that they found in this steamboat. You've got T-Mobile Center. This is a great place where you can walk and see events. There's a lot of concerts that go on around there. Then also connected to the T-Mobile Center is the National Collegiate Hall of Fame. It's like an interactive event space for all ages. Then you've got the Kansas City Library, which is downtown. It was founded in 1873, making it the oldest library, and it's the third largest library in all of the Kansas City metropolitan area. It is very iconic, and you've got to go and see it. You've also got the World War I Museum. You've also got Union Station. You've got the Sea Life Aquarium. All of these areas are really close to the downtown area, and it just takes a little bit of time to go down there. So I consider it all still a part of the downtown. But then you've got the Jazz District, where you've got the Jazz Museum, and in the Jazz Museum they give instructions to people who want to learn a little bit more about our jazz history. When it comes to talking about the indoor activities of doing things here in the downtown area, I cannot finish this little section without talking about the arts. You've got the Kaufman Performing Arts, where you can go and watch the Kansas City Symphony, you can watch the ballet, the Nutcracker, Christmas time. Also got all kinds of arts when it comes to the Folly Theater and Bartle Hall. So you are not missing out on staying downtown and going to all these activities. There's just so much to do within walking distance, within riding the streetcar distance. There's just so much to do downtown. Now I will say this, that there is some cons in living downtown when it comes to the noise. Power and Light District is one of those things where, yes, I'm putting it as one of those things to do, but if you live near the Power and Light District, it is going to be noisy. There's a lot of things that go on in the nightlife. There's a lot of activities and celebrations, including when the Kansas City Royals and the Kansas City Chiefs went really far with the Super Bowl. The celebrations downtown at Power and Light District are super loud, and so if you are wanting a little bit more of a quiet area, you might not want to live near the Kansas City Power and Light District. And then also too, another part of the cons is that the Kansas City Police Department is housed right downtown here. And so you will find that it is not necessarily super quiet when it comes to that. You'll hear sometimes the fire departments going off and whatever. So if you wanted a little bit of a quieter area, you'll want to live in probably the River Market area. But as far as views and stuff, you can't top any of the apartments or any of the condos downtown. You're going to find that the views are absolutely beautiful, and you'll want to consider that because of all the things to do. So the fourth reason why I think you are absolutely going to love living in the downtown area is the job opportunities. In fact, one of the board members of the Kansas City District just recently noted in an article that 35% of all of the employees throughout the Kansas City metropolitan area actually work downtown. And in fact, I went online and I tried to find just some options of what is available right now in the job industry. There were a lot of service jobs like hotel security, hotel management, directors of hotels, event coordinators. There were a lot of opportunities when it came to that. There's also a lot of medical jobs. So there is Truman Medical Center, there's Children's Mercy, and then there's a lot of medical offices around the Kansas City downtown area as well. Then there's UMKC jobs. So the list just goes on and on. Kansas City is attracting a lot of young professionals, and so just another reason why I think you would love the downtown area. This leads me to the fifth reason why I think you are absolutely going to love living in the downtown Kansas City area, and that is the growth here. I'm telling you, in the last 5 years, there has been about $3 billion in new investments here in the downtown area with revitalization and new projects. And I'm going to talk about those projects here, but I just wanted to let you know that that is another reason you want to be a part of this growth. You want to be a part of the atmosphere. You want to be a part of the vibe. And so that leads me to talk about the projects that are coming here in the downtown area. The first project that I'm going to talk about is South Loop Project. This project is going to be hands down probably one of my favorite things that is happening in the downtown area. And if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. This proposed South Loop project, it's going to be basically a public green space and a state-of-the-art destination. It's only a couple of blocks away from the T-Mobile Center and the Power and Light District, but it's basically going to be this park. It's a sustainable urban park that's going to extend over the 5.5-acre stretch of I-70 from Wyandotte Street to Grand Boulevard, and it's going to link the Central Business District to the Crossroads District. There's going to be open green space, there's going to be public art, there's going to be this Coliseum where you can come and listen to concerts. There's going to be a place where you can actually go and sit and eat. It's actually going to have a dog park there. So you think that people walk their dogs in the downtown area right now, which is very, very common, but this whole South Loop project is going to be quite amazing, and it's going to hands down elevate our downtown even more. In fact, I've been talking to people who already live here in the downtown area just to get their opinion of it, and they're absolutely excited about it. In fact, one of the things that I mentioned earlier about the noise in downtown, they believe that the South Loop project is going to actually quiet things down some, because it's going to put the 670 highway in kind of like a tunnel, and it's going to capture some of that sound. So hands down, people are all excited about the South Loop project. So the next project that I would like to talk about is the Green Line KC. This proposed Green Line KC 10-mile urban trail, and it loops around the greater downtown area. It's going to connect neighborhoods. It's going to showcase art. According to the Downtown Council, this is going to be really a thread that truly links all the neighborhoods in and around downtown area. The next project is called the Rock Island Bridge. This bridge is going to be kind of the first of its kind all across America. It's going to be this bridge that provides entertainment over our river. It's going to be 705 feet long and up to 49 feet wide. Basically, what people are calling it is the new Kansas City meeting place. Literally, they are calling it America's first entertainment area over a river. There's live music, refreshments, walks, 2 decks, hands down a very cool place to be. Then the next project is called Pinway Point. Pinway Point is where KC Wheel is. It's where there's putt-putt. But KC Wheel is only a small portion of Pinway Point. There's Lumi Neon Museum. It's also a part of Pinway Point. There's Telegate, which also is going to include a skating rink, late night movies, and more live music, including yard games. And then the last potential project here in Kansas City, which has caused a lot of conversation, is the potential Kansas City new stadium for the Royals. If you're getting any value out of this video right now, go ahead and click the like button. Also subscribe to this channel, and if you see anything in Kansas City that you want me to make a video on, go ahead and put a comment below. I'd love to make a video on something that you want to see. But also too, if you are considering living in the downtown area or any of the suburbs at all, go ahead and click my contact information. I even have a Calendly link that has made it very easy for you to just hop on over into my schedule and we can have a one-on-one meeting together. Now let's move on to number 6. The 6th reason why I think you're going to love living in downtown Kansas City is the bustling culinary scene. I'm telling you what, I am a food lover. I love to eat my way through literally every city I visit, and Kansas City does not disappoint. So if you are in town, there are so many options. I know that we are so highly rated when it comes to barbecue, but we also have a lot of other options to eat. So from the seafood standpoint, You will love Bristol, and all these restaurants that I'm listing off are ones that are downtown area. You've also got Cafe Gratitude for veggie lovers. You can go and hit up Town Topic, which is a classic American diner. It's been open 24/7 since 1937. And then if you want to go over and get some surf and turf is what they call it. It's inside the historic Union Station. This all-day lounge menu, it represents one of the best deals in town, which is our 5-ounce filet mignon for $15. Also, kids love playing with their food at Fritz's Railroad Restaurant, which is in Crown Center. You've also got Johnny's Tavern, which is across the street from Power and Light District, and there's also a lot of places where you can go in the Power and Light District. You're just not going to be disappointed with any of these. But then there's Boling's, which is a family-owned staple in the KC culinary scene. And then if you stroll on over to the River Market, you are not going to be disappointed with that. In fact, we went over and ate at the farmhouse in the River Market district. There's so much to eat in all the districts, whether it's the River Market, the Crossroads, the downtown, the Power and Light district. No matter what you want to eat, whether you're hungry for Chinese or barbecue or all-American, you've got your choices in the downtown area. So as I'm driving around Kansas City and the downtown area, I want to just tell you the 7th reason why I think that you will absolutely love living downtown. And this reason is because of the networking. I'm telling you, when you live on the suburbs and you live in your house and you've got to be really intentional with your networking, and whether that's joining the golf club community or joining a gym or whatever, it's very difficult at times to get into a really strong networking group. However, I have been told by people who live downtown that the networking is top notch. Everywhere you go, you're going to be around professionals, whether that's doctors or lawyers or young professionals or business owners. Whatever profession that you are looking at needing to find, your neighbor probably knows it if you don't know someone. Or if your neighbor doesn't know someone, then I promise you, your neighbor's neighbor knows somebody. You're surrounded by all kinds of things to do and all kinds of activities. In fact, a lot of the apartments that are downtown or even the communities that are downtown create activities that you can go to, and there's a lot of networking that goes on. So if for nothing else, you will hands down love the downtown area because of the networking. The 8th reason why I think that you will love living in downtown Kansas City is your real estate options. So what I did was I ran a search for properties that are around the downtown loop as well as extending out. And to be honest with you, you're not going to find a lot of single family homes. So if you're thinking, I'm going to go downtown and buy a single family home, that's probably not going to happen. In fact, I just ran a search for the same area. There were only 13 properties that were for sale in a single family category. They ranged anywhere between $80,000 all the way up to $1.8 million. So there are some really luxurious properties. There's just few and far between. Now, you can actually go north of the river in the Northland, which isn't very far away, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. So if you're wanting to buy a single family home and still be close to the downtown, it is possible. However, your chances of finding a property that are condominium or townhome type styles are gonna at least triple. I ran a search just as far as the active properties, and there's almost 40 properties. They range anywhere between 110,000 all the way up to about 3 million. There's a penthouse right now that is the top floor of one of the areas here, and you can get a full 360-degree view of the downtown. It's absolutely amazing. So you're gonna find that you're gonna have various options. There's also investment properties that you can purchase. There's condominiums that are purchased. I've helped investors buy real estate in the downtown area, and a lot of students at UMKC and some of the medical students come here and rent downtown. So anyway, this gives you 8 different reasons why I think that you will love living in the downtown area. If you are interested in relocating here, be sure and click on my Calendly link where you can get right into my schedule and I can help you with your real estate goals. And also too, don't forget to comment and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me that email if you want to talk. And in the meantime, go out and live your best Kansas City life.